From West Hollywood, California, the only news team that doesn't know what's on the teleprompter before they read it. Anyone who laughs or breaks loses points. This is Breaking News.
Hello and welcome back to Breaking News, a show where everything's made up and the points don't matter. I'm your host, Drew Carey.
And I'm Jim Carrey. Somebody stop me. Remember that from The Mask?
I sure do, Jim. Do you remember my catchphrase? It's, get my underwear, I'm on fire.
Ah, the best. Hey, what was the plot of the Drew Carey show again?
Well, the Drew Carey show is really about an older white man living in a bungalow house. Specifically, it's a bungalow, and he has his three friends, Oswald, Harvey, and the shooter of the JFK assassination. And they go on misadventures and kiss each other at the end.
Absolutely. Boy, the 90s were great. I just do a bunch of first thought paintings of Republicans with captions like, Sarah Suckabee Sanders.
I've got that beat. I'm a photographer for Major League Soccer. That's true, look it up.
Hey, we both seem happy. Our top story tonight, some dumbass Zoomer had the audacity to ask a millennial how old they were, and then say, oh wow, you don't look that old.
Whew, the Gen Z idiot actually thought that was a compliment.
I'll tell you what, that whole generation is a pack of heels. They probably don't even have an emotional connection to us, Drew and Jim Carrey. That's us.
Impossible. I host The Price is Right. What do Zoomers love more than daytime television?
Takis and taking selfies, where the only thing in frame is their forehead.
When reached for comment, the Zoomers leader Zendaya said, we bear millennials no ill will. You won't fear us, you fear your own ever closer death. But we together are the future and can make it our own.
Ugh, whatever. I hope Greta Thunberg's boat hits an iceberg.
There aren't any more icebergs. That's her whole thing. Not like in every Zoomer's favorite movie, Titanic.
We go now to a Carey that Gen Z is sure to connect with, John Carey. John, what's happening?
It's me. I don't know. I just... I just made a new friend.
Oh yeah? Who?
Oh no!
Oh, that was terrifying.
He's a very dapper gentleman named Chris Pine, but not the actor. He's named that because he's made of pine. Would you like to interview him?
Oh, I'd be delighted. But if I see your lips move, I'm gonna make you start over.
We both will, and we'll enforce it very strictly. Chris, where are you from?
Oakland!
That's a great food city. Do you have a favorite restaurant in Oakland?
Oh no! I do! My favorite restaurant is Paul's Paninis. You should try the pepper, parsley, and parsnip panini. Also, their potato, pumpkin, pretzels, and their pepperoni pastrami pita, and their poppy papaya pancakes.
Whoops, I saw your lips move. Try that again.
Potato, pumpkin, pretzels, their pepperoni pastrami. Maybe that's not working.
No.
Maybe.
Is it? You smile? Potato, pumpkin, pretzels, their pepperoni pastrami pita, and their poppy papaya pancakes.
Nailed it. Do you do any impressions, Chris?
Yes, actually, I do an impression of you, Jim Carrey.
Oh yeah? Let's see it.
Alrighty then. You must be the Monopoly guy.
Jim Carrey is known as more of a rubber face than that. Can you try that again?
I'm sorry, it's a disgusting habit. They're all from Pet Detective.
That is astounding. Thanks, Chris. And thank you, 2004 Democratic presidential nominee John Carey. We turn now to our cranky veteran newsman, Russell Carey, for an Andy Rooney-esque tirade about the way things ought to be.
Presbyterians. I've had about enough of them. Not the religion, the cocktail. Did you know that there's a cocktail called a Presbyterian? Well, they don't have enough ginger ale in them. I'll tell you something else. Everyone could cool it about seafood. I don't like seafood. So what? That's some kind of moral failing now? Take a hike. Here's another problem I have. These big cars that everyone drives now, these SUVs, they never offer me rides even though I know they have the space. Those big back seats, come on. And let me get something off my chest. When I come home from the grocery store, I don't want to hear it from my wife about how I should have bought bigger clams and oysters. They only have the little ones. I'll give you an example of a thing that bothers me. The bells on the steeple of a church don't swing much. It's mostly just the part on the inside that moves. They look so much better if they were swinging. And here's something for you. Our middle fingers should be longer than our pointer fingers. The pointer finger is the main finger. It should be the longest. But you still have these fools out here talking about intelligent design. Brother, one more thing before I go. When is the last time you saw a fox? We were all led to believe by cartoons that foxes would be common as squirrels. But here we are basically foxless. They're more dangerous because they're bigger? I'd have no way of knowing personally, that's for sure.
Wow, thanks, Russ. That does it for us. Before we go, today's loser is Amy. So they have to do Hoedown with me and Ryan Stiles. Oh, here I go today on the seashore.
You know what? That ventriloquism wasn't half bad.